I love making music. I love performing. I love going into that meditational place of performing. I love feeling like people leave the show and they had a great time and they feel transformed. I love making people feel great. I love making people not feel alone through music. But in actual fact, the place I feel most comfortable is being with people who are sort of being pushed to the side, you know, people who don't get a chance. And I think I just feel that in this kind of career, for me, there's a lot of self-promotion, and, you know, like your entire day hinges on if you've moved ahead as an individual. And I don't know, it's weird, you know, you have to be a part of that in order to be an artist, and you put yourself out there. But I also reject it on a lot of levels, and I feel a little bit more aligned with the idea of service. And I don't know, I've seen a lot of things in life and I take them to heart. I've experienced a lot of sad things and I see the beauty and joy of life, but I also definitely, I mean, I think that you're not human if you don't see the sadness in the world. And so even if it's not my own personal sadness, I feel other people's sadness a lot. I take it to heart. And so I think that maybe it traumatizes me. I can't just like I can't watch, like Rain will watch like, what is the fighting you guys love? The UFC fighting. Okay,
yeah.
He'll try and watch it before sleep, and I'm like, can you turn that off? I can't go to sleep after that. Or, you know, I don't know why it is, but always the like horror film or some like crazy dark film is on just before bed, and I'm like, I can't sleep now. And we'll be watching a movie, I'm so scared, and he'll say, honey, it's not real. Like, he has to remind me. I'm like a child. I just take it inside of my person, and it's very hard for me to just dismiss, you know. So. I think that it's almost like, you know, I have my little process and my filter, and it hurts me, all of it. It's heavy. There's so much heaviness out there. And yet I seek it out. I want to know it. I do want to process it. There's something else going on there, so I don't know what that is.
Do you ever have moments in your life where you just try to avoid it and run away?
Yeah, my favorite movie's Bridesmaids. Why do you think my favorite movie's Bridesmaids? You know, it's like The Big Lebowski's a close second, so.
Hey, dude, this is a private residence.
Right?
I love that movie.
Man, and so, you know, I love the relief that comedy presents, and I love enjoying beautiful things. I'm human, you know, like, of course I do. I don't want to just surround myself in darkness, but at the same time, I think that the healing process that, you know, giving reveals is so beautiful. So I love being a part of that.
You've stepped out and worked with a bunch of different groups. Let's play something from your time in Churchill, Manitoba. We've got, this is...
What, the environment or right now here?
Yeah, right here, yeah.
You have a bear up ahead here, a couple hundred meters.
Right there, dude. Look at that. Wow.
Right there. Oh, wow. Great.
It's in Churchill, Manitoba, where you...
Right, where I feel completely at home and love it.
Yeah, but why polar bears? Why PBI?
Well, let's see. I mean, it just happened. I was doing an event one evening, and amazing things happened, amazing speeches. All these events are so transforming, and had a wonderful time. It just so happened that, you know, I got to know what PBI is about. They're essentially mitigating the problems in the north via the bear. You know, if the bear is done, we're kind of done. You know, I mean, really, we have to be able to start to parallel our experiences with the other species in our environment. If they're suffering, I mean, we're next, you know. So I became really inspired. My ancestors are from the area. My grandmother's names were Pistisquasish and Methkukumanescu, and they worked that land. They sustained that land. And so when I'm up there, it's very powerful for me to consider that, you know, they walked on those very paths. And I don't know, I just feel like we're so advanced. We've come so far since when they walked that land, and yet we're regressing. And it's like, it's a nice thought that we could bring the youth into considering, you know, the future and how they can make a difference, how we can all make a difference.
Something